Hi, I'm Casper, and I'd like to share with you the 3 secrets to growing incredible tomatoes. But before I do that, let me just tell you a little bit of my story and how these came about. You see, my late grandfather Stan, used to be a tomato gardener, and not just any tomato gardener. He was an amazing tomato farmer like no other. He had a passion for gardening, a passion for growing tomatoes, and he had a secret which allowed him to grow the most incredible tomatoes I've ever tasted. People from towns 30 miles away would often drive all the way from home just to get his tomatoes. They were that mouth-watering good. And he grew, on average, every single year, 20,000 pounds of tomatoes. And I know that may sound hard to believe, but it's true. Of course, he didn't do this by himself. He had a lot of help. But his secrets allow him to grow that many tomatoes with just a couple large greenhouses. Because of that, he was one of the wealthiest people in town, despite being a farmer in a war-torn country like Poland 50 years ago, because he grew so many of them and they were just so good. With his unnatural talent for gardening and growing tomatoes, he was able to provide for his whole family for many, many years. Now, before he died, I sat down with my grandfather one day because I began to get really interested in gardening. It became a passion of mine, and I sat down with him and I said, "Grandpa, tell me everything you know about growing tomatoes. You're obviously the genius. You're the guru." So he did, and he was very happy to share them with me. We spent about 4 hours talking that day. He just told me everything he knew and all the things about growing them and watering them and taking care of the nutrients, everything from A to Z. And before he died, well, on his deathbed, these were his last words to me: "Go and love and spread the love in your life, because that's all that's important." That really struck home with me, close to my heart, because I could see it in his eyes. And what it did shortly after he died was publish a book on the internet called Organic Tomato Magic, which has sold over 10,000 copies and has helped thousands of people from all corners of the world grow their most spectacular tomato harvests with my grandfather's special technique that allows anyone to double their tomato harvest. The whole book is just packed with everything I've learned from my grandfather and used in my own gardening and my own experience. Right now, I'd like to share with you 3 of the most powerful tomato secrets that are in the book, absolutely for free, in a report which I call the 3 Secrets to Growing Incredible Tomatoes. Here's what this report will do for you and what you'll find inside. The secret to having bigger, juicier tomatoes and have the most spectacular harvest you've ever had, organically, without using any chemicals or pesticides, none of that stuff. You'll find out how to never have cracked or irregular tomatoes ever again. So if you've been wondering why your tomatoes have splits or cracks or any kind of irregularities on the leaves or anywhere on the plant, I'll show you why that happens and how you can drastically reduce all that. And you'll find out the #1 secret that makes tomato plants happy and grow like crazy. And finally, in the free report, you'll find out the most overlooked trick of tomato gardening that gives you mouth-watering tomatoes. Nobody in the gardening world really talks about this. It's greatly overlooked, so I'll show you what that is. So, if you'd like to get the free report, the 3 Secrets to Growing Incredible Tomatoes, to get the free report, simply enter your email on the right here on the box on the right hand side of this video and press the submit button below. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the other side, my friend. Bye bye.